abwabul jannah. He say he open all the doors of the Jannah. He open all the doors of the Jannah. He say فَلَمْ يُقْلَقْ مِنْهَا بَابٍ. No domots of the doors of the Jannah them, none of them not going remain closed. They all they remain open. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they open them domots, then they forward them. For the servants them, where they turn themselves to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, where they prepare themselves for say yes, they need the pleasure of Allah, where they say yes, then a servant of Allah, and where they say yes, not only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will able change any condition with they with them. And as we they pray to Allah, this condition of the sickness and the virus where they go on, let Allah change and for with the barakah and the blessing of this month here, so where they can start for fast. So let Allah continue for help we. And continue with the hadith. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam say, wa yunadiya munadiya, and the caller they call, the other say bayna sama wal ard, between the seven heaven and the earth, the caller they call. Whose call where they call? They call attention to the two sects of people, the good and the bad. He say, ya baqiul khair, you will intend for do more good, you will intend for find the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for explore on your means of righteousness. He say iqbal, now the time with this way for step forward, which means come before, do your good work and not stop again continuously for do the good work. Then he say, ya bakhil shar, you will get still that intention, we not only fear for do evil, for commit crime them, for commit sins them, but this time around, aksir, you get for backup, not to time this again, because the hellfire doors, they're all closed, not to time this again where they think of evil, not time for think about good. Then Allah, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam tell we say, he say, walillahi utaqaha minan nari wa dhalika kulli yawm. He said, then from that moment, from this night, continued tomorrow, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they begin free people from the hellfire until the last night of Ramadan, already free people. Let Allah continue for help we. This now is just a short video as we start the month of Ramadan. Follow, we welcome the month of Ramadan, and we welcome everybody. We witness this month of Ramadan. Inshallah, as we don't conclude with the streaming, where they go on live, where they get for do everything on time, and we'll be able to talk more and more about Ramadan, and follow, we'll be able to encourage ourselves, follow, we'll be able to see, for say, this way meet we so na an opportunity for go ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for go change any condition we don't deeper as we did on this condition, for go bring a betterment for we, and go bring grace through in your power for we, and let Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give it the well body, what would they cry for, what would they try for, what would they fear in this time of sickness. Let Allah save we all from this problem where they go around. We within at them we can place them, we within at the houses them, we would any side where they ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for let go save we from this sickness here, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through in your mercy, so that it will able elevate or wipe away this sickness here, so we don't cause so much fear in the hearts of the people. We everything where we expect all don't come backward, and the masjid then close, and other places then close, no activity, not a function fully, everything they at a standstill. That shows say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala huwa al-qadir. Allah na in gets the power, and na in gets the divine decree where it mentioned. Inna Allah baligul amr, all the affairs and in the hands of Allah. Qad ja'ala Allahu li kulli shay'in qadra. He don't make mention of everything into a due time. This time Allah make mention saying that the virus na get for come, and this virus he get for stop so many activities, even including the activities for worship in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for let go save we from there, and we welcome everybody, and we ask Allah let continue forgive the strength as we begin tomorrow the first day day. Let we continue for fast this month, and let Allah give we all the chances them what we will need, so that we go able to do the best inside this month of Ramadan, and let Allah save we and bring a safety and better condition for we after this with we life and everything else we would do. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أقول قولي عادة أستغفر لكم ولسائر المؤمنين والمؤمنات وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين.